The world celebrates Earth Day this weekend. You can do some stuff. You can get a little greener around the house.
Yeah. A lot of us don't really like doing housework and household chores.
That's what I was hoping the robot would do.
Would
do the vacuuming.
Let's get that robot doing the work. But you know what will make you feel better? If you use green products, right? You're going to feel better about cleaning the toilets and vacuuming and doing all that great stuff.
I'll sleep better. I won't feel better. But anyway, Gil Deacon is here, environmental expert and author of Green for Life, and she's in our studio with a few things we can do easy peasy. Huh?
Thanks. Yeah, it's Jill Deacon, and we have a few. There's up to 60% improvement that people can make in their house in terms of the energy footprint that they consume and the amount of chemicals that they're breathing and exposing them to. So you actually will feel better if you're using cleaner and safer products in your house. So there's sort of 3 zones you can think of in the house. They're really the most highly trafficked zones in our house: the kitchen, the bathroom, and the laundry room. So
what can we do in the kitchen?
Well, for the kitchen, one simple tip is a jug of water. Keep a jug filled with water in your refrigerator all the time. For one thing, it's going to be your go-to source instead of a plastic bottle of water. But in terms of your energy footprint, having that cold mass in your fridge at all times helps keep the temperature colder, which means your refrigerator has to use less energy to maintain that temperature. How easy is that?
It's so easy.
What about people say, yeah, but when I do that, the water gets odors and things from other food.
Maybe you don't drink. Maybe that's not what you drink from. I mean, I'm saying if you choose to drink from it, you got it there.
How much electricity, or could you save through doing that? Are we talking like 5%, 10%? Does anyone know?
It's sort of I don't know the exact number, but it's a small percentage. But it's so easy. Don't you want to just put a jug of water and just leave it there in your fridge and stabilize that temperature? Make your fridge have to do
if it helps,
less
it helps,
work.
Right?
Exactly.
Saves us money.
The other thing you want to think about in your kitchen, we all want to get it sparkly clean, but we're often using really dirty chemicals to do that. So you want to make sure you're using really safe products. I went through breast cancer as I was researching one of my books. So I really started to pay very careful attention to research linking certain chemicals to cancer. So I am a fan of the company Seventh Generation. They are one of the first, sort of the pioneers in full disclosure on the back of what their ingredients are. They're all plant-based, so they're totally safe, and they won't give you that headache when you're cleaning up or whatever. So that's
let me ask you,
apart
from that one label that you mentioned, how do you know it's eco-friendly and a great product that's not going to hamper your health if you're concerned? Do you look for all natural? Is that the line you need?
The word all natural doesn't mean anything.
So
a company's free to say that without it having any actual meaning. You want to actually check ingredients.
Okay.
And when you see a company, I mean, shifting to the laundry room, here's another example of a evidence that a company is worth putting your money, your faith in. Their laundry soap, in this case, that not only is biodegradable and plant-based and scented with no chemicals, the packaging's compostable and or recyclable. So those are the kinds of indications that a company's really committed to greener practices. And while we're in the laundry room, another great trick to avoid the chemicals that are in the static cling sheets that people throw in the dryer. Instead of using that, just take a piece of, I've got recycled aluminum foil here. You can use any aluminum foil. Crumple it up like that, throw it in the dryer, and that'll reduce static cling.
Jill, we're almost out of time. What's the little gizmo for?
These are timers for, you and I were joking, we have teenagers take up so much time in hot water in the shower. Set a timer. 5 minutes is sort of the goal. This is a handy one that suctions to the wall of your shower, and there's those methods for reducing the amount of time that you're standing under the hot water. Those are all easy, manageable, affordable Earth Day tips.
We know you do this because the timer's well worn.
Yes, exactly. You can see the shower
Thanks, Jill.
splash. Thank you.